Thermoregulation is an important process for organisms. Organisms use various strategies to regulate body temperature and also their metabolism. Endothermy is one of the two modes of thermoregulation. If an organism is endothermic, that means that they regulate and maintain their body temperature through the internal heat generated by their metabolism. The heat produced within an organism helps them maintain a stable body temperature that will allow them to tolerate the environment around them. Two types of endothermic organisms include a walrus and a bird. The walrus is an endotherm, and when the walrus is active in below freezing weather during winter, it would be able to produce and generate enough heat to keep its body warm against the freezing cold of its surroundings. When the walrus is in a hot environment, the walrus will have mechanisms for cooling their bodies, enabling them to tolerate and withstand the environment. As for the bird is endothermic because the bird will naturally generate heat within itself inside its body through metabolism and normal body regulation processes. Ectothermy is the second mode of thermoregulation. If an organism is ectothermic, that means they rely on external sources to provide heat for their temperature regulation. Because exothermic organisms rely on external sources to provide for their heat, they usually do not need to consume as much food as endotherms do. This can be an advantage, especially if food resources are limited. Two types of ectothermic organisms are the turtle and lizard. Both of these organisms rely on the sun to give them heat, or they would go under the shade if they need to cool off. Ectothermic organisms are generally more tolerant to larger fluctuations in their internal temperatures. Because ectotherms do not generate enough heat for thermal regulation, they may resort to behavioral means such as going under shade or baking in the sun, as seen in lizards and also turtles.